Still to come.
200 Catholic school kids were trying to figure out a way to help comfort the victims of the September terrorist attacks. I'm John Freese in Portage County. We'll tell you what they came up with coming up next.
Welcome back. Tonight, some children in Portage County are reaching out to the victims of the terrorist attacks. 23 News reporter John Freese shows us how these students created a video to deliver a message of peace through songs of hope.
The message may be simple, but for 200 students at St. Joseph's Catholic School in Randolph Township, the delivery is very unique. It's a 7-minute video created to help the victims of September's terrorist attacks. A video filled with songs of prayer and messages of hope.
Our hearts go out to you. Peace be with you. I'll pray for all the families. I'll pray for all the people.
Copies are already in the hands of families of terror victims, churches in New York, D.C., and Pennsylvania, and one is postmarked for the president, along with a letter written by this 8th grader.
And I'll keep you in my prayers. I was really surprised at how it all came together. They put it together wonderfully. I wasn't expecting it to come out like that.
And nobody at St. Joe's had any idea what kind of impact the finished product would have on their lives.
We expected to give comfort to the people who were affected directly, and it ended up helping us too.
God bless you. Let there be no harm, and let there be peace on earth.
In Portage County, John Freese, 23 News.
Certainly some special kids. Great job, guys. You can order the video online through the school's website. Log on to our website at wkyc.com/Akron for more information.
To lift the spirits of those who lost loved ones in the terrorist attack, students at a Northeast Ohio school have created an inspirational video. Tonight, Fox 8 News reporter Jack Shea shows us the so-called video sympathy card that comes straight from the heart.
To raise you up on eagle's wings is what the students at St. Joseph's School in Portage County's Randolph Township wish they could do for the families of those who perished on September 11th. Searching for a way to lift the spirits of the thousands of families in mourning, they created this inspirational video.
They were very emotional like we were about the whole thing.
And they decided to do something about it.
And they decided they wanted to help and help those grieving families and victims.
God bless you. Let there be no harm, and let there be peace on earth. We pray for you at night and at prayer time.
The so-called video sympathy card includes messages of faith, hope, and comfort from the St. Joseph children.
Peace be with you. I'll pray for all the families. I'll pray for all the people.
Lest you dash your foot against a stone.
How did the kids feel about making the tape?
Happy.
Feel like you're making someone else happy too?
Mm-hmm.
And in their own way, the 195 students are proving that evil and terror will never prevail over faith and hope.
I think they've learned that you need to unite when something like this happens and come together and show your comfort and compassion for the people that were grieving.
So far, copies of the video have been sent to President Bush, New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani, and to the families of some of the firefighters and policemen killed on September 11th. Tim, they are also selling this video locally for $5 so that they can create more copies to send to the families of the victims.
So touching.
Jack, what a marvelous video. We have goosebumps and tears in our eyes just sitting here.
I thought that would be a problem for me.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, Jack.
News reporter Belinda Prince has more on reaction to the students' gift to families of the September 11th tragedy.
Good afternoon, St. Joseph School.
Phones rang off the hook in the school office. Local folks want a copy.
Well,
Or or they want to make a donation so the school can send more copies of its video for free to relatives of people who perished in the September 11th attacks. They've researched websites to find families.
I'm sorry for the people that died. I'm sorry for all this happened.
The children's simple, heartfelt message of comfort brought a response beyond what anyone in the school expected.
It has really taken off. At this point, we've had 400 made, and from the way the things are happening today, I'm sure we're going to be ordering many more.
It's from Jane Ruth. She lost her son.
Rick Pitino, he's the coach at University of Louisville, and he lost a relative in the World Trade Center.
Some of the recipients have already responded to the school.
Thank you for your thoughtfulness, generosity, and kindness.
My thanks for your video and its wonderful, warm, and prayerful reassurance.
What do students think of their success?
Go tingly.
But they didn't do this for fame.
It feels good to help other people. It lets them know that people everywhere, and not just where it happened, care. Even the kindergartners are cooperating very good. They were like quiet the whole time when they were supposed to be quiet. I was kind of surprised they were being so good.
6th grade student Samantha Ciappone knows grief firsthand because her father died.
They need to know that other people feel their grief, and they need to know that they care.
Our hearts go out to you. Peace be with you. I'll pray for all the families. I'll pray for all the people.
Lest you dash your foot against a stone.
Belinda Prinz, Fox 8 News, Portage County.
Now, Belinda says a parent came up with the idea for the video, and then the group had it professionally produced. The school is charging $5 per video to cover their basic costs. They say any money left over will be donated to charities to benefit victims' families.
Let's go over to Brad now. Well, I'll tell you, Mark, we all love to hear great news about great kids doing wonderful things, and there's a group of kids in our area which has done something quite remarkable to help those in New York. You're looking at the kids at St. Joseph's School in Mogadore. They've put together this special videotape with the proceeds going to the Catholic Charities Relief Fund in New York, Washington, D.C., and in Pennsylvania as well. And joining us to talk about it this morning are Linda Tamela, the organizer, Amelia Landenberger, and Lauren Tamela. Now, both of the kids here are 12 years old from St. Joseph's School. Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Linda, how did you come up with the idea to do this? You see this need so many miles away, and this is pretty unique. I haven't seen somebody come up with this particular idea before. How'd you get the idea?
Well, the whole idea started with, I experienced some personal grief myself. I lost my mother this year to a brain tumor, and I started grieving watching the victims on TV of September 11th and became overwhelmed with the emotion. And I thought we needed to do something with our children through our school, and what better way through the innocence of children to grieve and heal these people and victims. So
Lauren, let me ask you a little about the process. Now, this took quite a while to put this together. It's very professionally done. The production value is absolutely beautiful. What was it like actually making this videotape?
It was very comforting to know we were going to be part of a video like this for all the grieving families, because we know what grief feels like, so it was very comforting.
Amelia, did it take a long time for you guys to actually put the tape together, to rehearse everything?
It took about half a day. They wanted to get us at all sorts of angles, but everybody was very cooperative, all the children.
We talk about the Catholic Charities Relief Fund. Exactly what is that? What will this money go toward as you raise these funds?
Well, it will go to the victims. Actually, the money that we make from the tapes will go back into making more tapes. Anything left over will go to Catholic Charities and the Relief Fund, which is in New York, the Pentagon, and Pennsylvania.
As well. So how much have you made? How many have you sold so far?
We've sold 400, and we have an order for another 150.
Oh, right. It's really incredible. This has caught on. You mentioned this has grown much larger than you could ever have dreamed when you first made it.
Oh, yes. Much larger than what we anticipated in the beginning. We just wanted to do a good thing, and it just grew and blossomed.
Everyone out there
proud of it, and our children.
And you should be. It's absolutely wonderful. Everybody out there is very hungry to help in some way. This is a great way of doing it. If you'd like to purchase one of these tapes, $10 for the first one, $5 for each additional one, and again, the proceeds are headed to the Catholic Charities. The number to call is right on your screen. It's 330-628-5083. Linda, Lauren, Amelia, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Great, great work.
Thank you for having us.
Wonderful idea. Danita, back to you.
Oh, a great story and some great young people.
Coming up, local school children and New York firefighters make a special connection. Their emotional correspondence straight ahead. Plus, local school children and their very emotional connection with a group of New York City firefighters. Plus, local school children reach out and make an emotional connection to a group of New York City firefighters.
And students at a Northeast Ohio school have established a special bond with the families of the victims of September 11th. Fox 8 News reporter Jack Shea shows us how the children's simple act of kindness has been repaid 1,000 times over.
In the midst of the melancholy that gripped America after September 11th, the children of St. Joseph School in Portage County's Randolph Township created this video to lift the spirits of the families of those who perished.
God bless you. Let there be no harm and let there be peace on earth. We pray for you at night and at prayer time.
His faithfulness, your shield.
Dear students and staff, thank you so much for the wonderful video.
In response to their inspirational video, the children of St. Joseph received hundreds of letters of appreciation from the families and friends of the victims. The letters are now part of a book that is both a piece of history and a testament to the power of faith and hope.
I am sure he is smiling in heaven. I am very pleased that you sent it to me in honor of my son. He died for his country. I have watched it several times, and I will continue to remember all of you with love. Peace be with you. I'll pray for all of the families. I'll pray for all the peoples.
Lest you dash your foot against a stone.
Among the grief-stricken that drew strength from the video's sympathy card, the family of William Moskal of Brecksville, who died in the attack on the World Trade Center.
I have received your video, and after viewing it, I can only offer an inadequate thank you.
Your love and prayers continue to recharge me and fuel my soul.
Some of the students from St. Joseph traveled to New York City, where they visited the World Trade Center ruins and met with some of the firefighters who responded to the September 11th disaster. The children were able to see up close the now hallowed ground in New York and see how the loss of life had affected the survivors, and they learned how their video had helped others. And even though the September 11th anniversary dredges up many painful memories, the children of St. Joseph believe their heartfelt video will be a continuing source of comfort. Jack Shea, Fox 8 News in Randolph, Ohio.
And the children will commemorate the 11th with a prayer service tomorrow morning.
I remember the first time we saw that video, we were so touched by it, as so many of you were, and when you see it again now, it just touches you again. They did such a beautiful job with that.
It has a lasting emotion.
Yes,
there's no
children
question.
are so close to God.
They should
really
be
are.
so proud of that.